Why your mind is hardwired to destroy your own happiness.
Number 1. The grass is greener trap. You've probably heard someone say the grass is always greener on the other side, but have you ever stopped to wonder why your brain believes that lie? Because guess what? It's not the grass that's greener, it's the fact that your brain is wired to make you think you could be happier somewhere else. And it's not just about the grass, it's about the endless cycle of yearning for something better, something different, because your brain is terrible at just letting you enjoy what you have. See, your mind has this funny little quirk. It's like a kid with a toy who's constantly staring at someone else's toy, convinced it's way better even though both toys are equally meh. It's called focalism, and it's the reason you can't stop looking at what you don't have, even though what you do have could be perfectly fine. This cognitive bias basically tells you that other people's lives are better than yours, and it's all based on your incomplete understanding of their reality. Social media? Oh, that's your mind's worst enemy. You scroll through Instagram and bam, everyone's got their perfect life together. And here you are, stuck in your regular human reality, thinking, what did I do wrong? It's not that you're unhappy on purpose, it's that your brain's job is to constantly seek out better outcomes, which ends up being a never-ending quest that guarantees you'll never be satisfied. And the irony, the more you chase after this greener grass, the more you miss out on enjoying the patch you're already standing on. Basically, your mind is convincing you that you're too lucky to be happy with your current situation. Number 2, your brain hates satisfaction. Ever noticed how just when you get comfortable, your brain decides to remind you of all the things you could be doing? Maybe you've just had a long day, you're finally relaxing, and bam, there it is, a rush of I could be achieving more, I should be doing something productive right now. Seriously, what is it about happiness that your brain seems to loathe? Well, that's because your brain is programmed to stay alert and focused on solving problems. It doesn't want you to get comfortable because, according to evolution, comfort means danger. If you're chilling, your brain's like, whoa, hold on, is there a tiger lurking around the corner, a missed opportunity for success? No rest for the brain. This is known as hedonic adaptation, basically your brain's way of quickly getting used to positive experiences. The second you buy that new car, you start imagining the next one you'll get, right? It's like you're never allowed to just enjoy the moment. Your brain goes from wow, this is awesome, to okay, what's next? It's almost as if your mind is holding up a giant stop sign whenever you hit a moment of peace. Hold up, you haven't solved
All of life's problems yet, so don't get too comfy. But don't worry, this isn't your fault. It's just your brain trying to keep you on your toes, and in a constant state of low-key panic. Number 3, the fear of missing out epidemic. Let's talk about FOMO. You've probably heard of it, maybe even experienced it at a level that could be considered borderline pathological. But have you ever considered that your brain is literally hardwired to make you feel like you're missing out on something, even if you're perfectly fine where you are? Welcome to the eternal cycle of what if. Your brain's way of sabotaging your happiness, one unnecessary panic attack at a time. Here's the kicker. Your brain is designed to always be scanning for new, exciting, potentially rewarding experiences. So when you see other people living it up, posting pictures of their exotic vacations or getting all those likes on social media, your brain triggers a weird primal response. Why aren't you doing that? Shouldn't you be part of that? It's like your brain is a hyperactive dog that's constantly pulling you toward the shiny new ball, even when you're perfectly happy with the one you already have. FOMO, in essence, is just your brain's desperate attempt to keep you in the loop of what's current. And it does this by comparing your reality to someone else's. Spoiler alert, comparing is almost always a losing game. But your brain doesn't care. It'll make you think you're missing out, even when you're not. The worst part, this never ends. The more you buy into the idea of what you're missing, the more you'll chase after the next best thing, leaving a trail of dissatisfaction in your wake. Basically, your brain is playing the world's most annoying game of keep up with the Joneses, and you're the one getting stuck with the bills. Number 4, your brain's obsession with threats. Okay, so your brain has an obsession. It's obsessed with danger. Not just the obvious stuff like predators or car crashes, but the sneaky little threats that mess with your head. You know, those weird, low-level anxieties that keep you awake at night. What if I mess up my presentation tomorrow? What if my boss hates my idea? Your brain has an exaggerated sense of danger that's constantly on the lookout for potential threats, even in the most harmless situations. Now, this isn't your fault either. It's just your brain trying to keep you alive. Back in the day, this hypervigilance kept you from being eaten by a bear. But in today's world, it's more like a mental overreaction to harmless situations. Your brain is convinced that every little mistake could have disastrous consequences. This is why you'll replay embarrassing moments from a decade ago or worry about what someone said to you at lunch. It's like your brain is a hypochondriac. except it's obsessed with social and emotional
dangers instead of germs. So, even when you're totally fine, your brain will create fake threats just to keep you on edge. The worst part? You start believing these fake threats, and the constant anxiety takes a toll on your mental health. It's like your brain is the biggest drama queen in the room, constantly making mountains out of mental molehills. Number 5. The power of negative thinking. Here's a fun fact. Your brain is pretty much designed to focus on the negative. It's like the annoying friend who can't stop complaining, even when things are fine. This is known as negativity bias, and it's been keeping you from enjoying your life since, well, probably forever. Imagine you just had a really good day. You got a promotion at work, your friends are being nice to you, and life's just fine. But then, you get one nasty comment on Instagram, or a little setback at the end of the day. Suddenly, all those good things get wiped out, and you're completely consumed by that one bad thing. Why? Because your brain prioritizes negative experiences over positive ones. In evolutionary terms, this was useful for survival. Being aware of danger kept you alive. But in today's world, your brain's hyper-focus on negative thoughts is basically the mental equivalent of obsessing over the fact that the Wi-Fi went down for 30 seconds. You remember the fight you had with your sibling 3 years ago, and yet you've probably forgotten about the time you went out of your way to be kind to someone. The bias toward negativity means that your brain is more likely to hold on to bad memories and anxieties, even when the good stuff is just as important, if not more so. It's like walking into a beautiful garden, but all you can focus on is the one dead leaf. That's your brain. So, instead of letting your positive experiences shine, your mind is busy sifting through the negativity like it's a treasure chest. And what does it leave you with? A constant sense of dissatisfaction, as if your mind is telling you, sure, you're happy right now, but what's the worst thing that could happen? Thanks, brain. Number 6. The illusion of control. You're not in control, and neither is anyone else. Sorry to break it to you, but this is a hard pill to swallow for your brain. See, your mind loves to believe it has control over everything, from your emotions to your daily schedule to your ultimate fate. But that's a total illusion. Your brain has this amazing ability to convince you that you're steering the ship, but it's more like you're in the passenger seat pretending to drive. Think about it. How many times have you planned something down to the last detail, only for the universe to laugh in your face? That job you thought you nailed? The breakup you were sure was going to be peaceful? Your mind holds on to this notion of control like it's your personal power-up, but the reality is, you're often just floating along in a sea of chaos, pretending you've got the wheel. This illusion is comforting for your brain because, in theory, if you're in control, you can avoid danger, maximize happiness, and live the life you want. But guess what? Life's randomness will always have the upper hand, and yet, your mind keeps trying to maintain control over things you can't possibly control, and when things go wrong, it spirals into panic. So instead of finding peace, you end up exhausted, trying to fix things that were never yours to control in the first place. Your brain's motto? Expect the worst, just in case. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.